All right, so Botrix is here. Apparently, only Botrix is here. Oh, but we are about to ready. Is getting ready for the throwdown to the second baseman or the shortstop. OJ Wan leading things off. Hanwha got the big victory yesterday. The big victory against SSG again. SSG has played the bottom teams in the league, and then so obviously they only had one loss after that. So what is going to happen? I personally didn't think SSG was going to be that good this year. I had them picked seventh in the league. They've been off to a hot start. They ran into retro Yuhan Jin yesterday as he was absolutely dealing filthily.
Thank you
So
for the
we'll see what happens.
recommendation, Luke JP.
Welcome, Luke, and thank you. As the first pitch is underway, and that is right down thy middle, and it's 0-1. OJ Wan is having some troubles. Hano again, huh? As the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. I I would say this game is a toss-up. I haven't seen Chae Min Jun pitch. He has pitched well so far this year, as the 1-1 just misses low, and it's 2-1. Moon Dong-ju really struggles in the first inning. He's struggled in the first inning for the last maybe 2 or 3 years. So the 2-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman grabs it, quickly throws a head first slide that was wasted. And that's one away. Yeah, I think SSG takes this. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think SSG takes this one. The reason why is because Hanwha had to use their main guys in the bullpen yesterday. That one is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So they had to use their main guys in the bullpen. And here comes the 0-1 to Peraza. Misses inside. 1-1. Peraza extended the hit streak yesterday against righties. He's hitting 542. Under 300 with the lefties is that one that runs inside, and it's 2-1. So Peraza extended the hit streak. He's hitting 436 on the young season. It'll be interesting to see again. When he was here in 2024, he was just ridiculous at the beginning of the season. Is that one swing and a miss? Just ridiculous in the first half of the season. Then he got injured in left field, and ended up coming back, but he was not even close to being the same. I think he hit 220. He's leading the league in runs scored as he's got the GOAT behind him. Moon Hyun Bin is the 2-2 pitch. That's grounded, but will roll foul. And we have ourselves another 2-2 count. The Kiwi is at the game. I asked him where he was. We'll see what he says. As the 2-2 misses low, and we've already got our full count. Third base corner. Oh, he's past that exciting zone. That is way out there in the outfield. And the 3-2 pitch is ripped. Fair ball. That's going to roll into the corner. And Peraza is going to dig for seconds. And a hold up at seconds. And he's got himself another double. And the hit streak continues. Peraza had a hustle double yesterday. Just in the first inning, also came around to score. This one was not necessarily a hustle double. That was just a nice double. That brings up Moon Hyun Bin. Moon Hyun Bin with an RBI single yesterday in the first inning. 11 RBIs on the season. Again, he's basically him and Peraza are playing a two-man game. The 1-0 pitch misses up and out. It's 2-0. Barraza now has a hit in every game. So it looks like Kiwi's not too far from the foul pole. Here we go, the 2-0 pitch. Misses outside, 3-0. Are we going to have another day of walks? Walk into first, to walk into second, to walk into third. Again, yesterday, Hanwha, their big inning was courtesy of 4 walks to start the inning. As the 3-0 pitch, that's right down the middle. Che Min-jun does throw 6 pitches, which is an absolute ton for a Korean player. Oftentimes, they'll throw 4, but throws his fastball most of the time. That's going to be at 44%, at 140 is his average there, as he checks over on Peraza. Off of that, a curveball 21% of the time, and a two-seam 17% of the time. Then a slider 9% of the time, a cutter 6%, and then a forkball 3%. But that is just a ball, and that's 4 of them. Moon Yun Bin is going to head on over to first base. Mr. Krabs steps in. I haven't seen him hit into a double play yet this year. He is due, ladies and gentlemen. He is due. Raza's got his bacon mitt on. Yeah, now that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1. Already 17 pitches for Che Min-jun. He'd like to get out of this. No Shiwan hitting 195 on the season. Still looking for his first home run. That really struggled. 0-1 misses inside. I feel like this camera angle is different than yesterday's game. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Noshiwan. Sets up on the inside. That is a broken bat. A third baseman goes to second and then to first. Outs. Like I said, I hadn't seen him hit into a double play yet. Man, do I call these? Do I call them or what, ladies and gentlemen? The 5, 4, 3 double play ends the inning, and we go to the bottom. Sometimes it hurts being this good, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it hurts to be this good. I know. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. Blessing, the curse. What I do, Luke. It's what I do. SSG will have their. All right, so Moon Dong-ju out on the mound. 11.25 ERA, a 1 loss in his 1 game. Only 4 innings. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. He gave up 5 runs, all of them earned with a 225 whip. He is just really struggling in the first inning. But he did pitch well against SSG last year, 2.57 ERA against them last year. The crazy thing is Moon Dong-ju is a different guy, whether he's home or away. He is a different guy, whether he's home or away. He's a different guy in the first inning versus any other inning. It is really the start of this first inning is really going to determine the entire game. As Pak Sang-han, currently the best leadoff hitter in the game, yesterday had his first strikeout on the season, still hitting .515 on the season. Yeah. That misses up high. Ball 1. But I mean, 1 game, Luke, Last 5 games hitting 600. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. Again, having a much better year than last year. That misses inside. 2-0. This first inning, always the killer for Moondong Ju. If he can get through the first inning without having any troubles, he is set for the day. To the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 2-1. 2-1. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Found the strike zone. Moondong Ju throws 4 pitches. Mainly, he's going to throw his fastball. He is one of the hardest throwers in the league. One of the top, I would say, 3 hardest Korean throwers. As the 2-2 misses low, and that's going to be ball 3. Runs the count full. Did take a whole batter to almost a whole batter to get to the first full count for SSG.
Thank you for the
Fastball.
recommendation, Erasmus.
Thank you, Erasmus. As the 3-2 pitch, that is going to be roped into the gap. That is going to be trouble. That's going to roll to the wall. He's going to be easily on second. Is he going to hold up at second? No, but he's going to head on over to third, and he's got himself a leadoff 3-bagger, ladies and gentlemen. A leadoff 3-bagger, and Hanwha and Moondong Ju is in trouble. Welcome to my predictions, Luke. Thank you, guys. If you have any more things that you would like to know about the Korean Baseball League or the Korean Baseball Organization and how games are going to go, you just need to ask me because I know more than every single KBO expert. All right, leadoff triple. Luke is kicking himself for taking Hanwha. Heredia steps in. And then that backs him off, and it's ball 1, 1-0. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs on this season. It looks like he's getting ready to go into the mines. I didn't think it was that cold. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Nice pitch there. 1-1. Way out in front of that, Heredia down to a 293 average. I think I have yesterday's stuff. As I do. And the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, another ball in the dirt. Again, he swings and misses it to absolute junk a lot. He had 2 strikeouts yesterday. He also had a single, but it didn't matter because he was caught stealing. And a fly out to center field. They would love a fly out to center field right here. I haven't seen O.J. Wan's arm yet. I haven't seen him make any plays, some defensive plays, but I haven't seen him how strong of an arm he has in center field. All right, so we'll see here the 1-2 pitch. Sets up way outside. Doesn't go way outside. He pops that one up to shortstop into the grass. And now that's going to be 1 away. Got under it a little bit too much. 1 away. That brings up Che Jung. Che Jung with a big 2-run shot yesterday in the first inning to put SSG up 2-1 at the time. But again, none of the Japanese Asian quota starters or pitchers at all, not even just starters, have pitched well this season. So they ended up coughing the game back up to 4-2. As that is going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, looks back, throws over, and that's is going to leave the runner over at third. They've got to do something here, a leadoff triple, and they're going to leave him on there. Just needed a big leadoff triple to get himself locked in, I guess. That brings up Kim Jae-won. Kim Jae-won not having a good season, hitting 88. 88, ladies and gentlemen. Did have 2 walks yesterday. And that's misses up high, 1-0. If he can get out again, last year in his wins, he struggled in the first inning, but he ended up getting out of it. Just like he's sitting at nicely today, where he gave up the leadoff triple, but he's close to getting out of it. Since that one is in the dirt, 2-0. It happened just so many times last year. I didn't stream. I streamed quite a bit of Hanwha games. I think I'd streamed more Hanwha games than any other team, just because obviously most of my followers at the time were Hanwha fans. What's up, Big Dinger? Welcome back. Here comes the 3-0
Thank you for the recommendation, Big Dinger.
That's misses up high, 3-0. Those of you watching in the SOOP, that's thing there that you keep hearing, the recommendation. Next to down at the bottom is the thumbs up. That is a recommendation. It ends up sending the stream outs to SOOP, as that is 4 pitches, and that will be a walk. Yeah, ends up being really helpful. It actually sends the stream outs. It recommends the stream. It can actually end up getting the stream on the main page for SOOP. It is super, super helpful. So if anybody wants to hit the old thumbs up button on SOOP or the like button on YouTube, I'm more than happy about that. We've upped the attempts today, going with 6. I've been getting 5 each day. Let's try to get 6 today. As Go Myung-jun hitting 444 on the season, had a double, but 3 Ks yesterday. That's going to be lifted up. Center fielder coming in, his shortstop going out, and he's under it. They leave 2 on, a leadoff triple, but he gets out of it, ladies and gentlemen, as they go 0 for 3 with the runners in scoring position, leave 2 on, and we will go 2 of the second inning. Wow. SSG. They had no offense yesterday. They finally get a hint of it today, and they 2 pop-ups to the shortstop. That is how you don't win baseball games. See if there's any scores around the league yet. Doosan's already up 2-0 against Hume. NC's up 1-0 against LG. And Samsung's up 1-0 against Kia. The offense is back today. There wasn't much offense yesterday, but it is unloading quickly today. Just Hanwha SSG and the KT Lotte game are the only 2 scoreless games so far. Lachlan Wells is starting for LG. He had a good first game. Let's see what happened. Gave up 1 hit and a walk. That'll do her, sir. That'll do her. All right, coming up, the number 5 hitter, Kangbae Ko. He will face Chae-min-jun. Chae-min-jun. Kangbae Ko. 19 pitches in that first inning for Chae-min-jun, able to get out of its lead off or that is fouled away. And the double by Peraza, then a walk, but able to get the 6-4-3 or 5-4-3 double play. And the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and a pirouette to go with it, ladies and gentlemen. Prettiest strike in the game. Get the man a 2-2. Go-to pitch. Way up high. 1-2. Kongbeko yesterday. Again, I have my stats from yesterday since I actually did stream the game. I can use those. Kongbeko, 2 hits, an RBI yesterday. That one is lifted up. A center fielder going back in front of the warning track though, and 1 away. All right, so Cheon Song steps in yesterday. 0 for 5. But he did have a ground out, so RBI ground out as that one is fouled away. 0-1, hit it down to 306 now. It does have a 1 home run and 11 hits to go with it. Hola! That is off the handle, pops it up, a left fielder under it though, and that's is going to be a quick 2 away. What is up, Emiliano? I guess that's probably the correct way with all the letters stuck there. Emilio Del Rio. Twins? Twins on Sunday. Twins on Sunday. Yeah, that is misses inside. Ball 1. Yeah, I'll do the Twins game on Sunday. The 1-0 pitch. That is going to be a shot to the second baseman off of his foot. It's going to go out into center field, and he's got himself a 1-out or 2-out single. Had a good day yesterday. It's a regular extra innings. None of that's a ghost runner crap. You got to earn your base runners in the KBO. But they only play 2 extra innings. They only go to the 11th. After the 11th, it's a tie. Yeah, right. JJ Hoon steps in yesterday. Did reach on an air. Had a sacrifice bunt there. Is a strike down the middle, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I think doesn't KT play Hume this weekend? That's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman goes to second, and the 5 for putouts ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 0. Getting some hits, but not getting anything after it. Yeah, I never put the no, KT and Doosan is just not going to be a good game. Next week, what do we got? KT and NC, that's a good opportunity. And then on the weekend, Kium and KT, that game we won't do. Yeah, so yeah, during the week, it's a good possibility with KT and NC, Lotte and LG, Samsung and Hanwha. That'll probably be another one that a lot of people pick. We'll have to see what I end up getting for tickets. Again, next Saturday is the plan is to hit up one of the stadiums. So depending on which one we end up with, I'll try to keep that one a game that I stream. Whether it's one game is at 2:00 and one game is at 5. If I end up doing the 2:00, if we end up going to the 2:00 game, I'll be back on Sunday to stream. But if we end up doing the 5:00 game, it's kind of iffy whether or not I'll be back in time to stream at 2:00 on Sunday. I'll definitely be able to stream the 5:00 game though. All right, so we've got the number 6 hitter, Hanwha will lead things off. Ju again gave up the big leadoff triple, but was able to work himself out of it. 16 pitches in that first inning. Yeah, swing and a miss there. He is on the twilight of his career here in SSG land. Yeah. Pitch that's up on the inside and way up high and outside. 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch that's up down at the knees and pops that one foul. 1-2. Nah. All right, 1-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle again. There's a fouled off 150 on the gun. Yeah, we'll go, Luke. We'll actually go to a KT game. We'll wait for the summer for KT. There's KT is a game that you want to go catch during the summer, and then Kium in the Dome. So those will be the 2 summer games that we check out. It doesn't work kind of like that here, Luke. It doesn't quite work the same because you can freely go up and down. So you can go down and you just have to stay down for 10 days and then you can come back up. So they don't have the developments as that catches them looking on the outside. First strikeout of the day for Moon Dongju. More looking strikeouts. I think 9 looking strikeouts yesterday. Yeah, so like if you're doing well in the farm system, you're brought up right away. But Hanwha is done well in the second league. Che Ji-hoon looks at a strike one, 152 on the gun there. 226 on the season, moved down a spot as Han Yu-sum took over in the 6th spot. He was in the Che Ji-hoon was in the 6th spot yesterday as the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. But yeah, and you also have to realize that the farm system doesn't quite work the same way because they have the military team, the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. The military team has has players from every team. They're young players doing their military service, their mandatory military service. The 1-2 pitch that is fouled away, stays 1-2. The military team is usually the best team in the league. And this year, right now, last time I looked, Hanwha was leading the North, and Ulsan was leading the South. As the 1-2 pitch just misses outside. I feel like yesterday that was a strike. I feel like yesterday that was a strike. But it's a 2-2 pitch now. That one is a foul away again. Stays 2-2. Moondongju has a big tendency to really reach back and try to blow it by people for that strike 3. 226 again for Che Ji-hoon yesterday. And the 2-2 is going to be roped. That's going to be trouble again. That is going to one hop into the wall. He's got some speed. He is going to head on over to second base. And another extra base hit for SSG. Runner on second now, and that brings up the number 8 hitter, the old backstop, Che Hyung-woo. Right down in a lefty's wheelhouse. Right into the old air conditioning. Jeju Hunat. Jeju Hunat. All right, now runner on the second base. Jo Hyung Woo looks at strike one on the outside, and it's 0-1. 29 pitches for Moon Dong-ju now, 16 in the first inning, 13 so far in this inning. Runner on second. Has plenty of speed. Center fielder for SSG. And a swing and a miss as he's not able to get around on that 145. What does he throw him here? Here we go. The 0-2 pitch sets up high. Way up high, though. 1-2. Moon Dong-ju again. He's got 2 strikes. He just threw that high fastball. He, tried to get him chasing in that high fastball. Yeah, has this big tendency, like I said, to try to blow past him on the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. He throws back. Now you got him in a rundown to the second baseman that tags him out. And he is going to hang out at first. That's going to go down as a 6-4 putouts. Difficult there. He turned back, but it was too late. He was kind of just stuck there in no man's land. That is going to leave the number 8 hitter on first base. Just creeped off too far from from second base. Good play by the shortstop to scoop it up, get him back. And that's 2 away. Jung Joon Jae steps in, the Triple J. After yesterday's performance by the second baseman with 3 looking strikeouts, they decided we'll just have anybody. We'll just let anybody play now. Hitting 0 on the season, but he does have 2 runs scored, ladies and gentlemen. Last year at 245.
너무 감사합니다.
Some misses inside. Thank you, Shivadelphia. And 1-1. 34 pitches from Moon Dong-ju. And 1-1 is slapped right at Senoshiwan. A liner to third, and that's 3 away. They get a base runner on, but once again, not able to do anything with it. We'll go to the second inning. Zeros. 2 hits apiece. 0 runs apiece. Hanwha will have their 9-1-2 coming up. Nine, 1-2 for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. SSG. Check out some more scores. I don't want that. I'm trying to find my options here. KT is taking a 1-0 lead against Lotte. Kia's coming back, and they have a 2-1 lead against Samsung now. NC still up 1-0 against LG. Yeah, I mean, he's given up a lot of hard hit balls. That is something that is I'd definitely be worried about. He does have a tendency to give up home runs. I think 2024 he gave up an absolute metric ton of them. All right, so Shimu Jun will lead things off in the bottom or the top of the third inning. Yeah, that's a strike in there right down the middle, and it's 0-1.
Thank you for the recommendation, Shivy.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Shivy. I see, I'm guessing that was you. Shivadelphia is moved to SOOP, I'm guessing. As that one is into the dirt, and it's 1-1. Welcome from Australia. And the 1-1, a swing and a miss there, 1-2. No, absolutely not. The reason is because they have a bunch of old guys in these front offices. They have old guys in the bench on the bench. They have old guys that think they know all of this stuff, but they don't really know a damn thing about today's game. That's why the difference between Korean players and the rest of the world is the difference is growing and growing and growing. They just don't develop players anymore. They don't develop anybody. They don't take the time to develop anybody. They rush them. There's no off season in the KBO. It's really really bad. And again, you have these, these 60, 70, 80-year-old coaches that still think that they're playing in 1985. As the 1-2 swing and a miss, his first strikeout of the day. Gotta fix something here real quick. His first K of the day, and that flips the lineup back over to the top. Yeah, they have basically a revolving door of players and of coaches. They're like, oh well, this guy won. In 1992, he won a championship, so we're gonna bring him in, and he's gonna try to win a championship here. As that's in there for a strike to OJ1. This is since I've been in Korea, this is the third legendary coach Hanwha has had, as the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. Every one of them has the exact same way of doing things. So I always say the only difference between the managers and the KBO is the number on the back. As that is in Kiwi territory down there. I think he's a little closer. Yep. Again, they won't ever change until they get somebody. They like the minutes a team brings in somebody with a different philosophy, and that guy just absolutely dominates. That's what it's going to take. That's really what it takes. Is the 1-2 misses low, 2-2. Even players that have played in the U.S. have said the same thing. They've started speaking out in the last 2 years. I mean, I've been saying it for about 7 or 8 years, and now obviously it's helping now. The other thing I talked about is how Korea will never ever improve until they fix the umpire situation, and then they went and got ABS system. So that's obviously at least one improvement. Is that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, and he lets it go through him. A little nutmeg E4, and that will be the first error of the day for SSG. Runner on first now is OJ1. He's got plenty of speed, and Peraza, who has been a dangerous hitter. He's talked about it. He actually talked about it last year. As after he's done, he's like, I'd like to maybe go in. He's like, there's a lot of changes that I would like to make. Yeah, a guy like Chu Shin Su, who played for SSG here, as that is fouled into the dirt. So a guy like him, who's grew up playing in the U.S., he's somebody that could definitely try to do something. It has to be somebody that they absolutely respect to be able to get a chance. But the front offices are awful. As that one is way up high, 1-1. Yeah, but if you think about this, so you have to really think about Lee Jung-woo, Kim A-sung, Kim Ah-sung. Those guys absolutely dominated in the KBO. Like they were legends in the KBO, and they went to the MLB and they're role players. Ryu Jin absolutely dominated as a pitcher. Like no question, the best pitcher in the league anytime he was out there. And he went and he was, a number 2 or number 3 starter in the MLB. You have like a guy like Go Suk, Kang Jung Ho. Yeah, like he was talking about it too. As that misses up high, 3-1. Kang Jung Ho was talking about it a couple days ago about how Korea is going to constantly be absolutely destroyed in the in international play because they don't know what they're doing. The 3-1 is a popped up center fielder. Nope, shortstop. And that's 2 away. But all of those guys were not even like Wang Jae-goon got 10 at bats in the MLB. Lee Ho, I mean, I don't think he had an awful season for Seattle. Oh Seung-wan played a couple years. And that is down 1-0. Moon Hyun Bin walked in his first at bat, but was erased on the ending inning double play. Nice couples jackets behind home plates as that misses low, 2-0. 47 pitches now for Chae-min Jun. 19 in the first, 16 in the second, 18 here in the third. And that's going to be a single. O.J. Wan heads over to third base. I don't know. Another hits, and that puts runners on the corner for Noshiwan. Air is coming up big here. He has not been doing well with the bats, though. He was 0 for 4 yesterday. He's 0 for 2 today. Noshiwan steps in. He grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in his first at bats. That's well, yeah, but I guess he got off the meth. Finished his prison sentence and came into the KBO. Came back, learned a new position, learned to shave. As the 1-0 misses low, 2-0. Yeah, it never hurts to have a little position change from second base to center field. Runners on first and third. I expect a steal here. That is the end of the dirts. Noshiwan not chasing. Yeah. And Moon Hyun Bin. Moon Hyun Bin was a second baseman. They put him into center field his first year. I remember Jung Eun-woo. He was a second baseman. Eventually, they put him into center field. That catches the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Oh yeah, he was, but there was no choice. They needed his bat. Just like he's not a good left fielder either, but he's serviceable. He's good enough to play to make up for because his offense is so good. As the 3-1 misses inside and he walks the bases loaded. Tell him what part? Oh, I still have Ewan Suk there from pinch hitting yesterday. I didn't change any of the Hanwha stuff. I don't. Yeah, I don't have time to follow the MLB anymore. I had it. It was set up there yesterday, Arpo, from when Ewan Suk pinch hit for Kang Ko, and I was thinking, oh, there was no pinch hitters yesterday. All right. Yeah. All right. Kang Ko steps in, flew out to center field to lead off last inning. The air is showing up huge right now. Oh, that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Luke, so what we're talking about is OJ Wan is the center fielder for Hanwha. He's actually a rookie. He was the number 3 pick in the draft last year. But there's an OJ Wan that used to play for Doosan. And he's in prison right now for drug trafficking. As the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Try to hold up, but too much power. Oh, I see Hanwha's got some orange 4-leaf clovers instead of the green ones. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch sets up high, misses way up high. And it's a 1-2, 56 pitches now for Chae-Min Jun. Here we go. 1-2 pitch now. Did he just call him for a balk? He just called him for a balk. Oh, KBO, you never cease to amaze us, ladies and gentlemen. Never cease to amaze us. Well, yeah, and I mean, what? Setting up from the trying to throw from the stretch. Yeah, I mean, Luke, it's kind of the way is that one is lifted to center fielder, going back. Goodbye. The balk doesn't matter. That one is a dead center shot, and Hanwha's up 4-0. The air proves Huge. Four runs after the air. Four runs after the air. All right, Che Unsung now steps in. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Throws across the diamond. And 3 away. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the shot that Hanwha needed. We go to the bottom of the third after the air. E4 leads to 4 runs. And that's big, big, big. Chae Sung Hyun. Oh, the lefty. Massive, massive air. Looks like Lote's tied it up. It's a ones. Only LG and SSG haven't scored yet. All right, so we're back. Bottom of the inning. As the Moon Dong Ju gets the first pitch out there on the outside, and it's on. Moon Dong Ju is giving up a couple extra base hits, but SSG hasn't been able to do anything with it. Now they're finding themselves in desperate need of some offense. 0-1 into the dirt. Oh, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the inside just above the thighs and misses outside, but still a strike. And here we go, the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop scoops it up, throws, and no one away. SSG has had opportunities. They haven't had anything going for them, though. Hanwha, on the other hand, taking advantage of the big SSG error. Heredia steps in now, 0 for 1 on the day. Looks at ball 1 on the inside, 1-0. Heredia chasing pitches way out of the strike zone in his first at bats with a runner on third and nobody outs. It ended up popping it up to the shortstop. The 1-0 pitch once again fouls it away, and it's 0-2. Sorry, 1-1. Moon Dong Ju, 16 pitches in the first inning, 19 in the second, 35 through 2 innings. Yeah, now that one is going to be lifted. Center fielder going back. Goodbye, baseball. And SSG gets 1 run back. Fourth home run of the season for Heredia. Big time solo shot. Moondong Ju sitting in that dugout for a long time. Might have been a little too long, as now you've got to. What's up, AJB? As it's Shea Jung swings and misses at that pitch, and it's 0-1. I think so. I'm not. I that one is lifted up, a right fielder. Yeah. That is a sliding catch in foul territory by Peraza, and that's 2 away. The overs have got to be killing it this year. Overs have got to be absolutely killing it this year. Don't know if the slide was needed there by Peraza. There what? 8.5. That was a good bet. I would say. All right, as that misses way inside. I don't know what N12 means. 1-0 pitch to Kim Jae-won. Still hitting 88 because he walked in his first at bats on 4 pitches, and the 1-0 pitch misses low, 2-0. I think they will, Luke. And I said this earlier. I don't like Hanwha's bullpen at this point. They used their bullpen guys last night, as that 2-0 is ripped, but the first baseman snags it down, steps on the bag, and that is 3 away. Moondong Ju gives up a solo shot, but he gets out of the inning without any more damage. We go to the 4th inning. 4-1 Hanwha. SSG is hitting the ball extremely hard. You squeeze that one out. I feel like every game that Kia plays that isn't a nail or an Oler starts is going to be 10-12. Kia's up 6-1 right now. Who started for Samsung? Lee Sung-hyun? All right, so coming in or coming up for Hanwha, they're going to have the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Yeah, he's basically can go. At this point, he's almost like an opener. What happened to him? Like in 2024, he had a great season. All right, the number 7 hitter, the second baseman, 1 for 1 on the day, had a single in his first at bat. Looks at the ball one low and inside there. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away, 1-1. Harpo, you can always watch this one. And that misses inside at 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That is ripped right at the first baseman, though. And that will be one away on the line out. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Shea Hoon, who 0 for 1 with a 5-4 ground out in his first at bat. Taking your glove to the game and missing the ball by that much, you might as well just leave the glove at home, because it ain't gonna help you. The 0-1 pitch, swing into the glove. I don't understand what the whole point of that's. The umpire just checking his glove. Oh, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Horrible news, really. As the 0-2 pitch, that is ripped right at the third baseman. Back-to-back lineouts. AJ, if you watch this game, if you look in the now I can't even talk. If you look in the description, starting this year, I'm able to stream on SOOP. So if you go to the link in the description, you can actually watch this game with me with my English commentaries. That's the first pitch, a grounder to the third baseman, and a 5-3 putout. It's a really quick inning there. 1, 2, 3, go the Hanwha Eagles. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Man, that was quick. SSG will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up here. The old 5, 6, 7. Yes, the old Hanwha chickens. The Roosters. I remember, I don't want to say 4 or 5 years ago, opening day was on April 1st. And they definitely didn't mean to. They said opening day roasters. Sorry, roasters. Roaster. And then they finally took it out. I think most Hanwha fans would love that. But where would he play in Samsung? Like, they need another left-handed hitter. That, and of course you would also have to take his wife. I think that's a package deal now. You don't get one without the other. And I know the head of the head cheerleader for Samsung wouldn't like that. She left. She was the Hanwha cheerleader for years and left. All right, so we've got again the bottom of the fourth. Moon Dong-ju is sitting pretty with 47 pitches. Go Myung-jun leading things off. He popped up to the shortstop in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. That's up high. 1-0. 432 on of the season. He popped up to the shortstop when they again. SSG had a leadoff triple and couldn't get him in, as that's in there for strike at the bottom of the zone. Leadoff triple with the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up, and you couldn't get the guy in. The 1-1 pitch sets up right down the middle again. Did he? Nope. The home plate umpire says he went around. Moon Dong-ju throwing that forkball. Definitely. Oh, yeah. 100% Luke. On the 1-2 pitch. Way outside at 2-2. Why is this announcer getting so pumped by a ball that was 6 inches off the plate? Yeah, the cheerleaders have their own little fan clubs, their fan accounts. Yeah, this is the 2-2 pitch, way outside, runs the count full, 3-2, second full count of the day for SSG. The last time they had one, they ended up with a triple. Yeah, you get old guys again. You've seen the telephoto lenses. You got guys that are follow them around. They buy them stuff. A swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirts. Throws down to first, steps on the bag, and that's the second strikeout of the day for Moondong Ju. And one away. Is that what happened? Oh yeah, Luke. Like again, my season ticket was the front row of the cheer section. And the amount of times that the game would be going on and they would be cheering, they would not be looking at the game at all. They would just be like the video camera, like cameras pointed right on the cheerleaders. No idea that any game whatsoever was going on. As the 0-1 pitch sets up on the inside, way up high though, 1-1. What group was it, Arpo? I know they've had some recent scandals with all of the K-pop guys. As the 1-1 pitch now, swing and a miss, a beautiful pitch there, drops down to just below the swing. Yeah, and it's 0-1. Or sorry, 1-2. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know any of them. Again, there could be a BTS guy standing in my background and I wouldn't know who it was. A swing and a miss there. Goes down to first again. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 away. Yeah. Again, I know the names, but that's literally it for me. I know the names of them. I couldn't point them out. 57 pitches now for Moondong Ju. Che Ji-hoon looks at the ball one low, and it's 1-0. Che Ji-hoon doubled in his first at-bats, 1 for 1 on the day, hitting 250 now. That just catches the bottom of the zone, 1-1. I do know BTS's Jimin was at the Coldplay concert I went to, but I don't know who it is, as that is fouled away, 1-2. I know Twice opened up for Coldplay, but if they were right in front of me, if they were like yelling at me or like they were in the background right behind me and someone was like, "Who's that?" I would be like, "I have no idea. They're just in my house." Yeah, it's a 1-2 pitch now. That's going to be lifted center fielder over, though, and makes the catch. Yeah, 3 away. 1-2-3 inning for Moondong Ju, his first of the day. We go to the 5th inning. It's 4-1. Super quick inning there for both sides. Apparently, they're wanting to get this game going. Top of the lineup coming up for Hanwha. They'll have the 1-2-3 hitters coming up. Yeah. I've talked about it before. Like the people that's follow the players, the people that follow the musicians, the people that follow the cheerleaders and the actresses and actors, and they care about, oh, they did this. I personally think I just don't understand it. I'll never understand how somebody can. I don't understand how anybody can like worship or like follow and take such care and concern about somebody that doesn't even know they exist. that doesn't have one concern whatsoever in their life about that other person. I will never be able to do it. I will never be able to understand it. All right. OJ Wan drops the bunt down, but it bunts it all the way to the third base dugouts. And it's on one. Yeah, I mean, I know group names just because, living in Korea, you hear them all the time. But yeah. All right, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch sets up on the inside, up high. That's way up high. Yeah, and there's no difference to me in them. There's no difference. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, a beautiful curveball there as he goes down to his knees. He is now 0 for 7 in this series. Second strikeout of the day for Chae-Min Jun. And that brings up Peraza. Yeah, again, I don't get it. I really don't. Peraza looks at the ball one on the outside, 1-0. I guess with that swing. Oh, Peraza 1 for 2 on the day, a double in his first at bat, extended his hitting streak. That one's off the hands, fouled away, and it's 2-1 now. Those of you guys hanging out in SOOP, please hit that little star button next to my channel name. That is so that you can follow me. Also, hit the little the thumbs up. That recommends the channel that gets out into the stream. As the 2-1 pitch holds up, and it's 2-2. Those of you in the old YouTube, hit that lovely thumbs up, the little like. Yeah, the 3-1 misses up high, ball 4. Ra's on base for the second time today. Brings up the goat. Brings up the goat. And also make sure you're subscribing over there on YouTube. 75 pitches now for Chae-Min Jun, trying to get himself through the 5th inning. We'll have a little mound visit from the catcher. He's letting the catcher's letting the pitcher know that.
Thank you for the recommendation, TC Mini 86.
Thank you, TC Mini 86. That was a good year. Thank you. At that time, I was confident. Which time didn't he got injured a couple times. Oh, there we go. That's number 6. Nope.
Thank you for the recommendation, Jet Set 2737.
Thank you, Jet Sets. As just right then, well, that'll be it for him. We're going to have a pitching change. Our first pitching change of the day. I imagine they're going to bring in a lefty. GS7, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I think the not that it's more popular, but I think the diehard fans, there's more diehard fans globally than diehard fans in South Korea. Like when I taught middle schoolers, they each had their little group, and they're not so much the group, but they all had one person that they liked, one individual person that they really liked. No, your chat's fine, Luke. Yeah, yeah. Like growing up, I as a Cardinal fan, I loved watching Ozzie Smith play, but I never went to Ozzie Smith's restaurant. Uh, you know, I, obviously loved watching Yadier Molina play be a catcher, but I I didn't go buy Yadier Molina uniforms. I I didn't follow him. I don't know if he's on Instagram or whatever. I've never followed them. I never followed athletes, uh, minus the ones that I've personally talked to. Again, Luke, I told you your chat was fine. I definitely do not follow cheerleaders, and I actually don't even know any of their names. And first pitch to Moon Bin is way outside. Kim Mean takes over. Moon Bin 1-for-1 on the day. Been on base both times with a walk and a single and a run scored. Moon misses up high. The back pick got him. Oh, the ball beat him there, but the tag wasn't. Definitely looked like the ball 100% beat him back. But the tag was a swipe tag. Again, I talked about it yesterday. The swipe tags, if he goes straight down instead of trying to swipe, he's out. The 2-0 pitch is popped up. The left fielder under it, though. And he is retired for the first time today. Brings up Inoshiwan. Yeah, Luke, your chat was working fine. Kind of weird, but it's all right. All right, Noshiwana steps in. He did walk and scored a run on the 3-run shots in the third inning. A 5-4-3 double play in his other at bats. 0-for-1 on the day. That runs inside, ball 1. So GS, if you go to on my channel, if you go to it, I have a schedule on there. There's a schedule, and it actually will show each game on each day that I'm streaming. As the 1-0 pitch sets up right down the middle. And it's a pitch right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Yeah. I know that the chats that go to SOOP are really delayed because what it does is you send it and then it goes to me and it goes through this whole process thing. That's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Underhand toss to second. And the 6-4 putouts ends the inning as they leave another one on base. They left 3 on, but they've got a 4-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Did I get a call from Spo TV? No, I don't think so. It's 12-1. Good Lord. But yeah, GS. So I know Friday is, I want to say NC and Samsung. Saturday is Kia and Hanwha, because that's the 2:00 game. I will always, 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 100% of time pick the 2:00 games over any other games. And then Sunday, I believe, is SSG and LG. So next week I'll put up a if you go GS, if you go to my my YouTube channel, I put up a poll there. I haven't put one up for next week yet. I'll put it up today. I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff at work that kind of a back burner. Jungmin Seo, like the old Hanwha player, the retired number 23. La, la, la. You guys have to watch this commercial again. I'm making you watch it again. Commercial that I have to watch 10 times a day. Why has he become controversial again, Harpo? Moon Dong-ju obviously back out there. He has been pitching extremely well today. A 1-2-3 inning, a last inning, a couple strikeouts and a flyout, sitting at just 61 pitches. 16 in the first, 19 in the second, 8 in the third, and 14 last. Joe Hyung-woo will greet him 0 for 1 on the day. That one is over his head, and Joe Hyung-woo, I believe, is the tallest catcher in the league, hitting 192, though. Yeah. And the 1-0 pitch, that is popped away. It's Luke, they're through different programs, that's why. So the program that you get your chat through in YouTube used to have the same thing for SOOP where it was all mixed together. But it isn't working yet for some reason. The 1-1 is swing and a miss there, 1 and 2. Yeah, so there's a program that I run that is supposed to take all of the chats, all of the pop-ups, and put them into one single chat. As that one is popped up, a right fielder or first baseman giving chase, and I think it just hit somebody in the head. They put a towel over their head instead of moving out of the way. I don't understand. Like, is a towel going to protect you from getting hit on the head with a baseball? But yeah, so the program is supposed to mix all of the chats together, and that way I just need one chat. But for some reason, it's just not working, and I don't. As the 1-2 is going to be a squilber to the first baseman. He'll get it and tag him. That was almost dangerous there as he ended up trying to take it himself. The whole super live guy. Cheon Sung ends up tagging him out. But that was almost dangerous there. All right, Jungjun J, Triple J, not having a good day. Woohoo! Gonna start freestyling, ladies and gentlemen. As, not only did he line out to the third baseman in his first at bat, he also had the air that led to 4 Hanwha runs. The 1-1 lays off of that, and it's 2-0. J, Triple J. There used to be a band called Flying J that one of my friends was super into. That is going to be slapped into right field, and it's going to drop in front of Peraza, and he is now on base with another hit for LG or for SSG. Flips the lineup back over. Can they get something? Arpo, you just have a Kim preference. Yeah, Arpo, I said LG, SSG, LG, KT, Kia. It'd be fantastic if Korea's teams had actual decent names. Man, now that's his Rose over to first. He's easily back in there. The KT Tigers and the Kia Wiz. Way outside, ball one, 69-70 pitches now for Moondong Ju. We'll see if he runs into some troubles here in the 5th inning. 9 pitches so far, runner on first base, though. Yep. Checks over on the runner, and that gets away, but it hits the umpire, and Hanwha is just getting some luck, ladies and gentlemen. What is that umpire doing? What was he looking at? You deserve that. You deserve that. Why would you didn't even attempt to move? You deserve that. The 1-0 misses outside at 2-0. Jung Joon Jae should be on second base, but apparently the first base umpire is just daydreaming over there. Here we go, the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike at 2-1. Wow. Like, I could see, if you kind of try to jump out of the way and you don't quite get out of the way, yeah, cool. But there was no attempt to get out of the way whatsoever. The 2-1 pitch now sets up on the outside to just above the knees. That's 3-1. Well, their uniforms all say that. Eagles or Landers or Twins, Bears. A 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Runs the count full again. He had a full count earlier today, but he ended up on third base from it. Third full count of the day for SSG. And the triple from Park Sung Han, and then also a strikeout from Go Myung Jun. Go 3-2 pitch. Lays off of it, but it doesn't matter because that's ball 4. Runners now on first and second with just 1 out. Brings up Heredia, who already has solo shots on the day. 75 pitches for Moondong Ju, 75 pitches for Che Moonju, or Che Min Jun, the starting pitcher for SSG before they pulled him. They're going to talk to Moondong Ju. Worried about him now. 1 out, the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. All right. Heredia home run 가자. But Luke, it again does look like your chat is working, and you got a new color. Swing and a miss there. Heredia going up there trying to tie the game, but out in front of it, and it's 0-1. 1 for 2, popped up to the shortstop in his first at bat. The second at bat was a solo shot. Here we go, the 0-1 pitch. Into the dirt, it gets away. Jun Joon Jae doesn't take off, though. Yeah, 1-1. Good block by Che Jae-hoon, able to move his body. That's a actual defensive catcher right there, ladies and gentlemen. Not stabbing at it with his glove like most of these catchers do. Moving his body, keeping the glove down, shooting the bat or the body over. Yes, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball up above the zone. And it's 1-2. Heredia has had some strikeout issues. Yesterday, a couple Ks with his single. All right, 1-2 pitch here. He's got to get something out. Can't have a strikeout. And the 1-2 pitch way up high. Oh, I have you as like a bluish. Yeah, I have you like a blue green. As the 2-2 is lifted to center field and not going to get enough of that one though. Center fielder under it. And makes the catch. 2 away now, and that brings up a Che Jung. Another guy that can tie this game on one swing. What color is that? Like a reddish color? All right, Che Jung 0 for 2, a 5-3 ground out, and a fly out to right, pop up to right. And that's a way up high, though, 1-0. Oh, bias soup. Here we go, 1-0 pitch. Sets up away just above the knees and misses way up high, 2-0. What's up, Donnie? And you found me on Soup also. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The 2-0 pitch. Wes is way outside. He is just not wanting to throw anything that he can drive. 83 pitches now for Moon Dong Ju. He would, I mean, we might as well just walk him at this point. Down it. Shimujun home run. As the 3-0 in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. I would have given him the green lights. Yeah. Well, I just started back over on this. That's going to be a single into the gap. Peraza is going to chase it down. Jung Joon Jae is around in third. He's going to come on home. Pak Song Han is going to hold up at third, and that's going to be an RBI single for Che Jung as they've cut the lead now 4-2. Oh, really? So I do YouTube, obviously. But I can't show the game on YouTube. Starting this year, I'm also doing Soup, so I have two broadcasts, the exact same audio and everything, but I'm sending two different videos. So yeah, you just found as that is in there for a strike to Kim Jae-won. Kim Jae-won 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out to Cheon Sung over at first base in his last at bat, walked in his first. Runners over at second and third now with 2 outs. So 1 is way outside, 1-0. Yeah. So Donnie, make sure you may still be doing it. No, I actually moved out of Daejeon. I moved to Chungju, which is about 2 hours from there. As that misses outside at 2-1. Yeah, I moved moved to Chungju. Took over as a head teacher at a international school. So still working during the day, but streaming all games now, not just Hanwha games. Today just happens to be a Hanwha game. There's a swing and a miss there. It's ball 3, and it's 2-2. So yeah, gave up on the Daejeon life, hanging out in the countryside, as countryside as you can get in Korea. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Pitch number 90, and he pops him up. It gets out of play, though, and stays at 2-2. 90 pitches now for Moon Dong-ju. This will be his last inning. The old Africa TV days. I could erase the SOOP logo, and we could just see the Africa TV logo that's still behind it. All right, it's a big at-bat here, a big pitch here. The 2-2. Runners on second and third. Lays off of it, runs the count full, ladies and gentlemen. Runs the count full, 3-2. 3-2 counts. Swing and a miss on ball 4. And he gets out of the inning, leaving 2 on for his 4 strikeouts. We will take a bit of a break. I'll be back in just a few. It's 4-2. All right. Kim Mean, I believe, is still out there. It looked like him out on the mound. Yep, he is still out there. Kongbae Ko will lead things off. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. He doesn't bobble this one. Throws it to first, and one pitch, one out. That's how you draw it up after the break. Yeah, I didn't even buy Hanwha season tickets last year. Since 2020, they've raised ticket prices by 1 million won. So they've almost tripled since 2020. And not only that, the very few or very limited uh, benefits you had as a season ticket holder are gone. There's literally nothing. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Kim Min able to come in and get out of the inning last inning. Hanwha will be in their bullpen. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout. 2 away now. Luke, did you go to Michigan or are you a different university? Wondering, with Michigan rolling through the old NCAA championships. In there for a ball. Thought it actually caught the outside corner, but no. Second baseman stepping in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Singled in his first at bat and then lined out in his second. It's going to be a ground ball. A shortstop backhanded. Quick throw over in time. Oh, 1, 2, 3 inning after the break. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-2, but it's time for that Hanwha bullpen. Hanwha bullpen, they got used yesterday. They'll face the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Yeah, $1 million, but the difference is Hanwha in the time that they raised it by they doubled it the first time. They went 10th place, 10th place, 10th place, 9th place, and 8th place, and they doubled the ticket prices in that time. And then last year they finished second last year, so they raised the prices another 600 this year. Okay. Yeah, I actually saw the Dodgers play the Kium Heroes 2024. Is it? Yeah, 2024. And then also watched the Dodgers and Padres in opening day in Seoul. Yeah, I'm actually a Michigan fan. That's where I wanted to go, but it was too expensive. It's just too expensive to go to Michigan when I was wanting to transfer schools after I finished with my first school. All right, again, we should be into. Yep, there we go. Kim Jong-soo out on the mound, an ERA of 3 games, 3 innings of 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a .67 whip. He pitched well last year. He got used a lot last year. We'll see if he's still got it this year. He will face a Go Myung Jun. Go Myung Jun 0 for 2 on the day. With a strikeout in his last at bat, and F's a pop up to the shortstop. Looks at the ball one there. Yeah, and it's 0 1. The 1-0 pitch. That's popped up. First baseman into the grass. Under it's 1 away. And then that brings up a Hanwha Sum. And Hanwha Sum has got to be glad that Moon Dong-ju is out of this game. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Moon Dong-ju. Little Ann Arbor baby. And that misses outside. Ah, okay. When you watch the broadcast in the forest, what? Oh, SOOP. That is going to be a single to left field. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, my Lord. Don't quit your day job, Harpo. All right. Hanwha Sum over at first base now. That brings up a Che Ji-hoon. Che Ji-hoon at 1 for 2 on the day at a double. And also a fly out to center field. For those that of you that are trying to figure out what Arpo is talking about, as that first pitch just catches the bottom of the zone. SOOP is the Korean word for forest. Japanese VPN doesn't work? Try someplace else. As the one pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. Sure, sir. There's a Missouri boy. Who is the other guy? Maglio Ordonez. What's up, Michael? As the 0-2, that's going to be ground ball. The first baseman that steps on the bag, throws to the shortstop, throws back to the first baseman, who gives him a little love tap on the old buttocks. And that will be a 3-6-3 double play and ends the inning. We go to the 7th. It's 4-2 Hanwha. Everybody loves some bunting. A bunting. A bunting. Oh, Richmond, Virginia. All right. Gets out of that. We go to top of the 7th. Hanwha is going to have their 8, 9, 1 hitters. And then love a bunter. Harpo, did you get it working? Why don't you go to someplace besides Japan? All right, we'll see if Kim Min is still out there. He's pitched extremely well so far. Nope. See. Hiro-un will come in to pitch now for SSG. A young big boy right-hander. 4 games this year, 1-0 with 1 hold, 3 2/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, a .083 batting average against. Not. I'm from Missouri. I'm not from KC. I spent some time in KC before I moved to Korea. As Che Jae-hoon looks at the strike one on the inside. And a strike two, swinging 0-2. Vietnam. Well, Arbo, thank you for that. Every time you watch an advertisement on Soup, it's like at least, I think, 1 or 2 won is what I make. Maybe, no, actually, not even that. As that's a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. It's good to see, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing makes me happier than watching somebody challenge somebody at a 0-2 count. Fantastic. Didn't mess around throwing it in the other batter's box. Just said, here, you can't hit it. I know. All right, here we go. Shimu Jun now steps in, looks at strike 1 or strike 4, however you call it. And the 0-1 pitch sets up on the outside. Misses outside. Why? No. Those of you still hanging out in Soup, if you haven't done so, hit the little thumbs up button. That's a recommendation that recommends my channel out and my stream out to everybody else. For the 1-1, that is going to be lifted into center field. You're going to drop in front of the center fielder, and he is on base with a 1-out single. He is difficult to get out once he's on the base path because he has an absolute ton of speed. As we flip the lineup back up to the top, OJ Wan once again. OJ Wan. OJ Wan. 0 for 7 in this series. So here we go. Beautiful pitch. The throw down just easily on second base. Again, he just has way too much speed. Was a strike, though. Not a great pitch to run on or to throw on. Had to wait. He was already almost to second base by the time the ball got delivered to him. Made it closer than it should have been. All right, now 0-1 pitch coming up. Shimu Jun in scoring position now.
Thank you for the recommendation,
No.
Donnie Guy.
Thank you, Donnie Guy. Thank you. Again, guys, it is massively, massively helpful. Ooh, we got some more people hitting those stars. Love it. Soup guys, Soup viewers. Thank you for
Thank you for the
loyal
recommendation, Arpo TV.
Thank you, Arpo. You finally got logged in. Great, Arpo. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside. And he misses way outside, 1-2. Japan got it. Now, Luke, did you meet your wife before or after you moved to Austria? The 1-2 pitch. This is way outside again. This is what I've been talking about. So you get a decent counts, and then now you're trying to get him to swing at something off the plate instead of just challenging him. Arpo TV. Yeah, the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Throws across the diamond. And that is a 5-3 putout. Shimu Jun does not get caught off the bag like SSG did earlier. That's a 2 away now. Shimu Jun was able to get back. Luke, that's the same Arpo that was in the YouTube chat. The Korean Arpo. He took a quick flight to Japan so that he could watch the game. All right, Peraza steps in. He is 1 for 2 on the day. That's just catches the outside top corner. Beautiful paint job there from Iroun. Teleportation. He's in both places, ladies and gentlemen. Both places. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Peraza. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirts. And it's 0-2. This game has a feeling to it of an SSG comeback, guys. I'm getting this feeling like Hanwha is just holding on to dear life right now. Harpo, you got some Samsung emoticons down there. All right, the 0-2 pitch now to Peraza. Up high, ball 1. After, yeah. And another 1-2 pitch sets up on the inside. Did he go around? I don't think he did. He did. They're going to check that. I didn't think he went. I never thought I'd move to Korea either, Luke. So I'm right there with you. I will admit that I did not follow a female here, though. They just follow me. No, he did not go around. I didn't think he went around. Ladies and gentlemen, I got better eyes than the guy that is 2 hours closer than I am. All right, now 2-2 count. As that was overturned. Did not think he went around. I was once again correct. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one away. Peraza just full on power display. He's like a tank. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Trying to think of who comes up in the next inning. Are they going to go with Pak Sang-won in the 7th inning? Back-to-back Pak Sang-won. Going with Pak Sang-won, Jung Woo-ju, and Kim Saw-hyun if they still have the lead. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. Lays off of it, runs the count full, 3-2. Peraza having a great at-bats here after falling behind 0-2. Has worked the count full, laying off some pitches and fouling some off. The second full count of the day. That is ripped, but foul. Peraza has had he has had the only other full count of the day for Hanwha. That was back in the 1st inning. And he hit a double. Hanwha, this is their 2nd full count of the day.
Thank you for the recommendation, Lions TV.
Lions TV, swing and a miss. That is not a double. Lions TV was here and wants to see Peraza striking out. That's will be 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-2 Hanwha. But again, I got a feeling that it ain't going to stay 4-2. Harpo, you just making a bunch of accounts over there? I'm gonna guess I know who that is, but welcome Lions TV. All right, we've got the bottom of the seventh. SSG's gonna have their 8 9 1-hitters coming up, trying to get at least one run back here. Arpo, you've been displaced by Lions TV. 아니요. 저는 그냥 KBO 팬이에요. 옛날에 한화 팬이에요. 근데 대전에서 살아서 한화 팬이에요. 근데 요즘 이사해서 그냥 KBO 팬이에요. 그래서 유튜브에서 투표할 수 있어요. 투표는 어떤 경기 보고 싶어 해요. 네. All right, the Pak Song Wan out there. This is the guy that I thought that they would send out. So he did pitch yesterday. Pitched well yesterday. But 2 days in a row is usually not a thing. 이번 주, yeah. Hanwha was good last year. They had 2 great pitchers, is why they were good last year. Yeah, it's Jo Hyung-woo 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at a fastball right down the middle. 네, 금요일 샘성 대 NC 경기 중계 방송해요. And the 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. If any of you guys that don't speak Korean need me to translate, I'll translate what I'm saying, what he's saying, or her. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. 그 Lions TV 대구에 살아요? 다른 도시에 살아요? Because that's misses up high 1 and 2. Oh, they've been brutal up until last year. Again, in 2020 they finished in 10th, 2021 10th, 2022 10th, 2023 9th, 2024 8th. And then last year they had 2 great pitchers that allowed them, as that is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over to first. And, 1 away. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Jung-Joon Jae, Triple J. Song-won, just 4 pitches, the Jung-Joon Jae. I don't know if it is or not, Arpo. I don't even, Arpo, I can't even watch my own SOOP broadcast. I don't know. There is something called like a star balloon or a star balloon, I think, as he did go around there. What's up, Yago? Welcome back. You get used to it. You get used to it, I think. Most teams, they have the same players day in and day out. But here we go, the 0-2 pitch to Jung-Joon Jae. And catches him looking. He should have bought a ticket. There was plenty available for this game. But now it's 2 outs, so they're going to flip the lineup back over. Hanwha Shimujun. I don't even know Hanwha. I don't even know Shimujun's song since he came last year. And last year I started as the KBO guy instead of the Hanwha guy. All right, Pak Song Han steps in. First pitch is popped up as center fielder over under it. And that is another 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the 8th inning. It's 4-2. Hanwha. 네. 근데 Arpo, How many names do you have? Oh yeah, Luke. I get confused even though I know most of the players' names. Obviously, for Hanwha, it's easiest for me because I known them for so long. But like I get confused with like Pak Song Han or Pak Song Han, and there's an An Sang Wan. Is kind of confusing for me. Just two. Here I'm speaking Korean to you, Arpo, and your English is better than my Korean. Yeah, there's some players that I really struggle to pronounce their name. Like Kia's a starting pitcher, Yuri is a super difficult. Man, SSG's bullpen has been really really good. So if Hanwha were to score two more runs, I would kind of be surprised, honestly. I still think SSG is going to come back and get the victory in this game. I still think SSG gets the victory in today's game. No Kyung-un out on the mound now. The old man who just spent some time in the WBC. 2 games, 2 2/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, a 125 batting average against, and a 1.13 whip for the old man. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Elsewhere around the league, Lotte's up 5-1 against KT. Doosan's up 5-0 against Kium, and Kia's up 12-5 against Samsung. The bottom 3 teams are hanging out. Yeah. All right. No Kyung-un out on the mound. Moon-hyun Bin 1 for 2 on the day. Waits on that one. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Underhand toss, catches it, steps on the bag, and one pitch, one away on the 3-1 putout. $13-5. Ouch. What is up with Samsung this year? All right, so no Shiwan is stepping in. Yago, I also don't pronounce them correctly. My Korean pronunciation's pretty bad. My Korean's pretty bad, honestly. But No Kyung-un versus No Shiwan. No Shiwan, 0 for 2 on the day, a 5-4-3 double play, and a walk, and then a 6-4. My pronunciation's bad. Like I'm conversational with Korean. Like I can have a conversation, but as the 1-0, whoa, way up high. I need to go back to school. I need to get signed back up for the Yonsei school. Swing and a minute. Oh, I thought he swung and missed, but no, he fouled it up. He was looking back, but that's a pop up to the third baseman in foul territory. And 2 away. It's all because Kiwi's at the game right now wearing a Noshiwan uniform. Yeah, so I did two uh 2 classes for the Yonsei all hooked on. That's in there for a strike on the outside. Kang Baek Ho now steps up. He had the big 3-run shots. Yeah, the 0-1 misses low. 1-1. I wish there was a way that I could. I came to Korea in 2014. As Kang Baek Ho throws the bat farther than he hits the ball, already underneath it, and that's is 3 away. Just 7 pitches for Do Kyung-un, 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Is the 2, 3, 4 hitters are coming up for SSG. Yeah, I wish there was a way for me to put the lineups on the screen for the SOOP chats, for the SOOP broadcast. Uh, yeah, Goryeo does have a online, or they used to have an online Korean academy, but I don't know if they still have it or not. But Yunsei has one that works well for me, and I did it not semesters, 2 quarters, I guess, or 2 terms. I'll say 2 terms. Korean has some similar. Yeah, I know nothing about German. We do have My school does have a partnership with Germany, and we have German exchange students every year. So when I first went to that school, there was a German exchange student who was staying for 3 weeks. But yeah, and some English sounds like Korean. That's why it always triggers my little home assistant thing. Uh, I don't know, Luke. I mean, I have uh I have a little bit before I'm so in Korea you're forced to retire at age 65. But you know, I've been working longer in Korea than I've been. I don't want to say working in the US, but I spent more time as a working adult in Korea than I spent as a working adult in the States. As Jung Woo-ju out on the mound now. Again, this is the exact situation I thought they would have. So Jung Woo-ju out on the mound now. He pitched yesterday too. But for me, Luke, I have a visa, an F visa. It's a long-term residency visa that allows me to do things like this. Like if I didn't have my visa, I legally couldn't do this channel. Yeah, I took so the problem with my specific Korean is I took Korean classes from all these different places. No, I have F2 visa or F4 is for like a Korean heritage. As Aurelia tries the bunt but pulls it back and it's low. Yeah, I took language courses. I took like free ones, I took paid ones, I took online ones, I took one-on-one classes, but it was here and there, and it really messed me up, honestly. Is That's going to be a single through the right side, diving stop by the second baseman, only if he was about 7'8". A leadoff single for Heredia. The second time he has had a hit today. SSG now the tying run comes to the plate, and the man that has the record for most home runs in the KBO. F5 is permanent residency. The Youngju Guan. All right. Shea Jung swing and a miss there. 151 on the outside. He is a 1 for 2. Yeah, F5. There's a bunch there. So there's a bunch of F2s. There's F2 1, F2 7, F2 3. Like so if you have if you're sponsoring somebody, as the 0-1 way outside, 1-1. Uh yeah. So like Ryan Weiss last year in Ponce, their wives would be on an F3 visa. It's a foreign spouse thing. As the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that was a beautiful breaking ball that drops in there. Really fooled him there. So Shivy, I originally was only coming here for 3 years. Yeah, the alphabet is super simple, but you're learning 2 languages. The other thing with Korean is there's over 1 million words. Swing and a miss as he blows it past him at 151. Yeah. So English has 170 words that are used for most time. Korean has 100 and over 1 million. So there's about 6 times more words in Korean than there are in English. But yeah, it's considered a level 5 language. As Hanyu Song or Kim Jae Won looks at to strike one on the inside. But Shivy, I was only going to come for 3 years. I was going to come for 3 years, get experience, and then I was going to move to China and teach in China. That's where I originally wanted to go whenever I decided to come to Asia. But I enjoyed it too much. So, yeah, I'm still here. What's up, Kenny? Lotte putting it to KT today, I see. All right, the 0-2 pitch sets up at the knees and misses outside, 1-2. Oh God, these announcers are so annoying. The pitch is a foot off the plate. Oh, no, 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 no. They're yelling and screaming. I think for an English speaker, I think Japanese is. Checks over. But who was it? Kenny? Oh, that's easy though, Luke. The 1-2 swing and a miss and a pitch up at his eyes. Good Lord, SSG. That's 2 straight strikeouts on pitches. Yeah. Luke, so I'm on normally you have to renew every year in Korea. My visa, I have to renew every 2 years. So I just renewed it last year, so I don't need to renew it for another year. But if you get if you make more money or have more points, you can get up to a 5-year. Is that one misses up on the zone 1-0 now to Go Myung Jun. Go Myung Jun 0 for 3 on the day. Pop up to the shortstop, a pop up to the first baseman, and a strikeout. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner. 1-1. Kim Jin-wook. Oh, he really struggled last year. He was one of Docent's guys. The 1-1 is a foul, the straight back. I remember not this past off season, but the off season before that, Kim Jin-wook trained with Yuan Jin and Docent in the off season, and then he got removed from the first team. And another 1-2 pitch. That is going to be ripped into the gap. That's going to one hop into the wall. Heredia is going to round to second base. He's going to round third. They're going to wave him home. Go Myung Jun is going to head into second base. And 2 outs, RBI double from Go Myung Jun cuts this to a 4-3 game. Yagu, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Yeah, my language proficiency allows me to get my F visa. I actually, before next year, I actually have to, as we've got a pinch runner now for Go Myung Jun. Yeah, so for me, I actually have to, before the end of next year, I have to pass my test. Otherwise, I lose my visa. All right, let's see who's pinch running there. All right, Hanyu Som will step in. Hanyu Som did single in his last at bats, 1 for 3 on the day. That ball is to the backstop. Why does it keep? Is that what? I don't. Do you mean teach? Teach? All right, that throw to the backstop moves him up. Now he is 90 feet from being the tying run. That's weird. All right, the 1-0 pitch, right down the middle, 1-1. I teach, so I'm the head teacher, so I kind of teach a lot of stuff. Right now, I teach a music lyrics class. I teach a current events class. I teach history. And then I also teach like English. As the 1-1 misses up high, did not go. 2-1. Yeah, I teach history. Not really, Donnie. Not really. I haven't taught any Korean. I did actually touch on the old turtle boats as the 2-1 misses way outside. That's ball three. Well, I teach. So at my school, Kenny, it's a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Yeah, Donnie, the hitting has gotten better, but the pitching really hasn't gotten any better. The pitchers have gotten faster, though. I will say that. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he was trying to take the lead on that. So runs the count full, 3-2, another full count. 5th full count of the day for SSG. They are actually 1 for 3 with a walk, a triple, and a couple strikeouts. As here we go, the 3-2. Oh, yeah. Runs inside and he walks him. Runners at first and third now with 2 outs. Jung-Woo Ju running into some issues here. Are they going to go to Kim Saw-hyun? 20 pitches now for Jung-Woo Ju. That's going to bring up a Chae Ji-hoon. Is the pitching coach is going to come out. I do like, that's good, Luke. Well, perfect. You need to suggest, Yagu, you need to suggest my YouTube channel to your Korean students. All right, to Chae Ji-hoon. I still don't know who's over at third base. Again, there is a pinch runner. Han Sang-hyun is over at third base. That is the guy that struck out looking twice yesterday. They're making sure that they don't do the Little League double steal. Oh, no. Undo, undo, undo. And he fouls that one off. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Throws it in the dirt. 1-1. Yep, pretty much, Donnie.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
Welcome, Jungle. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, or good nights. I don't want to say good night because it's not bedtime just yet. 9 p.m. here in Korea. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. 2-1. First and third. 2-1 counts. And he hits him. He hits him to load the bases up. Right on the hand. I think it did hit his little hand protector. They're checking to see if he went around, or maybe they're checking to see if it was off the bats. He's taking his glove off. No, Che Hoon will head on over to first base. No, the base is loaded now. Ooh. Right here. That does not feel good. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because Jungle, they lost Paksang or Hansun Hyuk. And then also Pak Sang-won has not been good. They lost Han Sung-hyuk. They lost Kim Bom-soo. Ote-gon is going to pinch hit here. Now you've got to... And he goes around on a pitch up at his face. 25 pitches now for Jung-woo-ju. Ote-gon pinch hitting here for Jo Hyung-woo. And that's way outside. One pitch. 1-1 pitch. Pops it foul. 1-2. He was a massive game-winning hitter last year. A ton of walk-off hits and game winners last year. Pinch hitting here. I imagine he'll stay in and take over at first base for Go Myung-jun. And see, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Bases loaded. 28 pitches for Jung-woo-ju in this inning. And that one is fouled off. We'll have it to another 1-2 pitch. Oh, he looked good. Yeah, he actually looked good. He, I think he went 5 innings. He ran into some trouble back in the 5th inning. But yeah, 91 pitches, I think. All right, here we go. Once again, the 1-2 pitch. Well, that is up high, 2-2. This, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the game. But actually, SSG in the 9th inning, no matter what, is going to have the top of the lineup getting back up. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's up right above the knees. And he catches him looking once again. SSG doesn't swing the damn bat. Hitting coach, you should be fired. Yesterday, 9 strikeouts looking. 9 strikeouts looking. Today, 3 more strikeouts looking. Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. We go to the 9th inning now as they leave the bases loaded. They've left 8 runners on. Kium, the next guy will be Anu Jun. Or Anu Jin. He throws hard. He can throw 160. He's the hardest throw in the KBO. He'll have to prove himself this year. I think tomorrow or Friday, he's supposed to get his first start back in 2 years. He had elbow surgery while he was doing his military duty. He was supposed to come back last year, but last year, because the KBO is full of idiots, they ended up ruining his shoulder doing punishments for errors or something. Yeah. Yeah. It's just awful, Dinger. Like ridiculous. Like, how is that possible? All right, so we'll see who go down to your knees and pray that you still have a job if I was the manager. So Joe Byung Hyun out on the mound. They're bringing out the closer. He's going to have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. I do like this move, and I'll explain why I like this move. Because it's supposed to pour down rain tomorrow. He obviously didn't pitch yesterday as they were losing. He's going to have the 5, 6, 7 hitters here. He's not going to be pitching tomorrow because it's all the games are going to be rained out tomorrow. So having him pitch here is not a huge deal. Che Hyun-woo out into right field. Otagon is now behind is over at first base, and then obviously you're gonna have your new catcher here. So Che and Sung 0 for 3 on the day. I'll get all of that stuff changed in just a sec. I need to bring it out. That is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Joe Byung-hyun had a solid season last year, absolutely fantastic. And that is a popped foul, 0-2. Get to PG Young is in that spot. He'll be behind the plate. Yeah, and the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, 147, blows it right past him. 1 away. Brings up the number 6 hitter. Yeah, they're just awful. The amount of strikeouts looking in critical situations is just dumbfounding. Ute Gone will stay at first base. The number, oops, sorry. Number 7 batter, the second baseman. And that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Now, Hanwha Sum is also out, so they'll have a better defender in there. And that's foul. All right, to Che Hyun-woo over there and right. I think it's all set up now. The 1-2 is ugly looking swing and a miss there. Oh, 2 away now as that brings up the number 8 hitter. Seven pitches for Joe Byung-hyun. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Che Jae-hoon. Che Jae-hoon 0 for 3 on the day. 5-4 ground out, a line out to the third baseman, and struck out in his last at bat. Down being 0-1 now. All right, the 0-1 pitch is popped up. Catcher takes off the mask, back behind the plates, and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. Go the Hanwha Eagles in the ninth inning. We will have one more at bat for SSG. One, two, three. Quick, quick, quick. SSG will have their 9-1-2 hitters coming up in the bottom of the ninth as they try to get one run before they get to 3 outs. Those of you that are hanging out in whether it's YouTube, please make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And then, obviously, if you are in SOOP, hit that thumbs up button. That's a up or a recommendation. Hugely important. Sends it out, and it's really important on SOOP. Also, next to my channel, there should be a little star. That is how you follow me on SOOP. It's important because as I get more followers, I'm allowed to become technically like a sports streamer. So I get access to a lot more stuff. They push it out to more. Also, they have this thing called a star streamer, which you have to have 500 loyal viewers, loyal followers. That's the little stars.
Thank you for the recommendation, Michael KBO.
Thank you, Michael. But definitely super, super important is we are just about back again. Hanwha is going to have Kim Saw-hyun out on the mound. Zero question about that. I haven't even looked yet. My phone is and my watch is absolutely going nuts. So I know Kiwi and Stefan are just sending messages. So far, 10 messages in the last, oh, there's more in the last few seconds. Kim Saw-hyun, ERA of 9, 4 games, 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 250 batting average against. Yeah, I would. Like 100%, and I would destroy the KBO. As that misses low. The Jungle, he's got 5 more seasons after this. Jung Joon Jae, 1 for 3 on the day, a single in his second at bat, a line out to the third baseman, a strikeout looking. And Kim Saw-hyun, the advantage to watching him pitch is you just don't swing. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. The second baseman, it bobbles it a little bit. He is going to be in there for an infield single. And that puts the tying run on base as Kim Saw-hyun is now going to face the top of the lineup. My phone just going off like crazy. I don't think they're going to give him an error on that. The last time, that's no big deal, Steve, as that misses outside 1-0. If anybody remembers the last time Kim Saw-hyun, the Hanwha closer, was in a closing situation against SSG, it eliminated Hanwha from winning the KBO. The 1-0 in there for a strike on the outside, a 1-1. Luke, they would never, ever give me the opportunity to even interview, because if I went into interview, I would call them out on all their crap. And then they would say, oh, he wasn't the right fit. Here we go, the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. Throws hard, but doesn't throw well. Again, I talk about it so many times. The best way to combat Kim Saw-hyun is to just not swing. Just let him go up there and try throwing strikes. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's outside, 3-1. What did I say? Just don't even swing. If you get 2 strikes, then you can try to swing at something. But until you get to 2 strikes on you, just go up there and take take, as he is going to walk at least one or two batters. As here we go, the 3-1 pitch. And he walks him. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, here this is my application to be a GM in this league, as obviously somebody sitting in this black chair knows what the hell he's talking about. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Heredia steps in. He's has a single run scored, a pop fly to the shortstop, which again was when they had a runner on third with nobody out back in the first inning. This is going to be. I actually thought about that. Chungju is trying to find start up a team or whatever too. All right, Heredia 2 for 4 on the day. As pop up to the shortstop back in the first inning with a runner on third and nobody out. A solo shot in the third. In the fifth inning, a pop up to center field with two runners on, and a single to lead off the eighth inning. It came around to score. That made the game 4-3. Here we go. If I had to pick right now, to be the GM of, because GM, I would prefer to be a coach of a team, but to be the GM of, oh man. That is a ball, as he is just trying to throw hard now. If I was to, I would say not Hanwha, because Hanwha is wasted their money. They've spent too much money on guys that are not good fits. I would say KT, or maybe even Doosan, as Heredia pops that one up as the shortstop into foul territory, makes the catch. And again, runners in scoring position, and Heredia doesn't come through with the pop-up in foul territory. One away, brings up a Che Jung. Yeah. You guys are GM and manager are two different things. Yeah, that is true. All right, so it's Che Jung, 1 for 4 on the day. Swing and a miss. What did I tell you guys? Quit swinging. Let the dude just throw his arm out. Like, I don't get this. I just don't get this. You just swung at a pitch in the other batter's box. Have you guys ever heard of a scouting report? The 0-1 pitch now. There. Now you don't swing. Love it. I love it. You swing at the pitch in the other batter's box, but you don't swing at the pitch in the middle of the zone. Excellent coaching, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent coaching. Just look at another one just down the middle. You can have another backwards K. As the 0-2 pitch runs inside, 1-2. Absolutely unbelievable how they haven't figured out that you don't need to swing against this guy. He can't throw strikes. He can't throw strikes. He gets to either throw hard or throw strikes. He can't do both. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on another pitch that would have hit him. Another pitch that would have hit him. Unbelievable. How bad. A coaching gig, you could give me any team. You could give me any team. Kim Saw-hyun looks at, oh, there we go. Kim Jae-won hitting 81 on the season. 81, ladies and gentlemen. 0 for 3 today. Did have a walk, though. The 1-0 pitch misses low. What did you guys... You guys are listening to me. Just let him throw. He's 2-0 now. Like, I just don't understand how these manage... Well, I do understand because they're idiots. But I don't understand how you're a professional team and you can't figure out that this guy cannot throw strikes. I've been saying it for a year. He throws hard. He has a good movement on his pitches, but he can't throw enough strikes to close a one-run game. There's ball 3. Now he's going to pump one down the middle. He's going to try. Here we go, the 3-0 pitch. And that's a strike at the top of the zone. See there, he threw 151. Normally he throws 154, 155. But he threw 151 because he can't get his fastball over when he's trying to throw hard. So he has to take something off of it in order to throw strikes. Again, it's so easy to see. It's so easy to see. All right, here we go. The 3-1 pitch sets up right down the middle. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runs the count full. Down to their final strike. 3-2 counts. 3-2 counts. Yeah, they do, Jungle. They really do. Yeah, he doesn't get cheated. He's not going to get a looking strikeout. He's going to get a swinging strikeout here. Nope, but fouls it away. Keeps himself alive. 19 pitches now for Kim Saw-hyun. He threw a bunch last game. I still remember, I'm going to tell you guys a story real quick. Hopefully I get through it. I went to the fireworks show for Hanwha to celebrate the 30th anniversary or the 40th anniversary. And I was walking through the parking lot, and Kim Saw-hyun saw me. The 3-2 pitch lays off of it, and he walks him, loads the bases. They're going to have a pinch hitter here. So Kim Sung-uk will pinch hit here. So back to my story real quick. I'm going to try my best to get through it here. They're going to pinch hit their catcher. The first pitch lays off of it. It's in there for a strike on the outside, but that's okay. So I was walking through the through the parking lots, and he sees me, and he looks at me, and he's like, oh, that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. The shortstop grabs it, tosses it to second base, and they leave the bases loaded the last 2 innings and get the victory as Hanwha gets to beat SSG's ineptitude and lack of scouting reports. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how awful that SSG appearance in the last 2 innings was. Unbelievable. It's like mesmerizing how bad that was. Like, unbelievably bad. Like, there's zero reason why SSG should have lost that game. Zero. Well, there's one reason, and that's because their manager's an idiot. But no reason why any competent manager should have ever been in a situation like that. I got to hit the mutes button real quick. As I just lost audio in one ear because I didn't switch at the break there. But yeah, I mean, unbelievable. They leave 6 runners on in the last 2 innings. Just unbelievable. The situational hitting there, Yeah, I didn't even I didn't even have time to get my numbers all set up. Just give me 1 second here. So SSG goes 2 for 15 with runners on base, 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Unbelievable. Moon Dong-ju did pitch well. There's nothing about that. He did pitch well. Zero question about that. Pitched extremely well. Ended up only pitching 5 innings. He ran into some trouble with some pitch count late in the game. 92 pitches, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. Did go up the solo shot to Heredia. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Again, not fantastic, but he did pitch well enough to get the win. SSG, very important. SSG is a very, uh, very inept offensive team. They came into this series the 7-1, but they had faced Lotte, which is one of the worst teams, Kium, which was one of the worst teams in Kia. So they faced the 3 worst teams in the league, the teams that I picked to finish 8th, 9th, and 10th. Now Hanwha is a team that I picked to finish in the middle. I picked SSG to finish in 7th, 8th, 8th. No, 7th. I picked SSG to finish 7th. I just don't think that they're very good. I don't think their offense is good enough to score enough runs. It obviously showed here. But yeah, I mean, the SSG bullpen pitched extremely well. The 1 inning that's Hanwha had some hits, the 1 inning that Hanwha had hits was the 3rd inning, and that was all unearned. All unearned. Because you had a strikeout to Shinmu Jun to start the inning, and then an error on the second baseman, and then a pop up to for Peraza. That should have been 1, 2, 3. But after that, a single, a walk, and a 3-run homer after a balk. That was their 4 runs. Hanwha did not look good all day. That's why I was talking about SSG had this feeling that SSG was going to be able to come back. They didn't come back because, again, they apparently don't watch my stream and don't realize that against Kim Seok-hyun, you don't need to swing. Just let him throw. Just let him try to overthrow the ball. He's not going to throw 3 strikes most of the time. If he gets 2 strikes, okay, now you can start swinging. But honestly, there's no reason to even go up there swinging against that guy. They almost came back because they were trying to listen to me, but apparently there must be a bad connection or something where they decided that they wanted to swing at the first pitch that was in the other batter's box. Overall, just unbelievably bad decisions by SSG in the dugouts. It cost them the game. Really cost them the game badly. It's a Hanwha now moves to 6-4. SSG falls to 7-3. SSG was the best team in the league, but now they're running into some issues where they actually have to play real teams, and because of that, they're running into some. Just a sec here as I'm checking something. LG and Hanwha are both going to be 6-4. Samsung lost, so they're going to fall to 5-4. NC is also going to lose, so they're going to fall to they're going to fall to 6-4. So a lot of these teams are very bunched up at the top. The teams that I thought were going to win, Doosan, again, I thought Doosan was going to finish 4th. Still early though. But yeah, Hanwha really didn't play well. SSG played well enough to win, but unfortunately their manager had a say in it and wasn't able to get the win. Tomorrow, probably not going to have any games, guys. If there is a game, I will be doing the Samsung Kia game, but I really don't I don't think that there's going to be any games. There's a ton of rain in the forecast tomorrow, so I don't think there's going to be any games. But if there are any games, I will do whatever game ends up happening. I just don't really think there's going to be any. I will be back Friday for Samsung and NC. Saturday, Hanwha and Kia is the 2 o'clock game, and then Sunday will be SSG and LG. So thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry, I get a little animated about stupidity in the dugouts. It drives me nuts to watch teams squander runs, not because of obviously because of players, but it's also because of bad coaching. Yeah, absolutely awful coaching. Just not. Yeah, it just there's no words for. Luckily, we didn't see any stupid bunts like we did yesterday, but there was plenty of bad decisions again. One of these days, these teams are going to learn that Kim Song-hyun, despite the fact that he throws hard, he can throw strikes, he has good movement, he just doesn't have the command to throw as hard as he wants with the location he wants. And if the sooner teams realize that he can't really control what he's throwing, the sooner that they're gonna run through that Hanwha bullpen, especially because while their offense is improved from last year, their bullpen is massively under yet last year's, and their starting pitching is even worse. So Hanwha gets another win. They're going to win the series again. It should just be a 2-game series for the rain tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow if we play, if they play. But if they're not, I will be back Friday anyway. So 6:30 either tomorrow or 6:30 on Friday. One of those 2 games, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, shouldn't be any problem with games. And also, if there is any rain at all, this weekend, Kium is home since they have the dome. We don't really have to worry. I'll just do a Kium game if there is rain for some reason. So not a big deal. But tomorrow, Kia is on the road. So obviously, I can't do the Kium game. So thank you guys for I got the hiccups there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow or Friday. And as always, until next time.